All right, so you asked me to click. You made me scroll all the way to the bottom for an action. That guy's already watching like the next cat video on Instagram, right? He's gone. What's going on? Vince Reed here, and welcome to Ad Roulette, where we get to look at ads and make them better. We also look at a lot of sales funnels, and sometimes sales funnels are worse than the ad, but we'll see. All right, guys, so drum roll, please. But wait. We don't need to scroll. I saw Beyonce. Damon, thank you. Thank you for putting Beyonce. Okay, back to scrolling. Let's see what we got. What ads up first? All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, influencer.io, reach 100,000 plus, more Insta users with this. I like, very clear, easy to read. My eyes didn't have to strain. I didn't go blind looking at it. I love it. Let's see what the copy says down here. I was reviewing an Instagram profile that reached 1,213,346 people in 7 days. I like it. Let's go ahead and click on it. Let's see what we're looking at here. Very clear message. I know what I'm gonna get. They're gonna help me reach more people. All right, so we're on the site and there's a lot of copy and everything going on here, but as I always tell you, for me, it's all about the mobile version. So let's go ahead and check out the mobile view of this and see how it will convert. All right, so let's see, very clear who the branding is on point. All right, now the first thing that I see here is there is nothing to click on above the fold, right? So how we gained 191,400 Instagram followers and reached 100 million plus by beating the algorithm, okay? As I always state, you wanna like bring this up. You don't need that many lines down and there's nothing for me to click on, so I'm forced to scroll. So we wanna shorten that, make that 2 to 3 lines at most. Maybe you wanna have a main headline, right? So it could say, we gained 191,400 Instagram followers. And like that could be 2 lines and reach 100 plus million beating the algorithm, right? Bring it up. So let's scroll down. I'm assuming there's something to click here because there's a lot more copy. Okay, so most people on mobile, okay, they're not gonna do anything. Like they're gonna keep reading, they're gonna keep scrolling. Remember, it's Instagram, okay? Their attention span's like a goldfish, right? Very short. They're gonna be off, and I'm still looking at the steps here. I got it, but chances are you've lost them. I mean, there's no call to action. You wanna get them into a decision, try to get them to where they're watching a video or they're clicking on something, and I still don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna say this is definitely poorly optimized. Go all the way down, actually. It looks like there's a button down here. Okay, get expert help. Let's go ahead and click on that and see what happens. So we got another step. All right, so you asked me to click. You made me scroll all the way to the bottom for an action. And then now you had me click, and now it's saying get 6 8-figure organic monthly reach. Okay, let's scroll down again. Are you gonna take me somewhere else? Okay, now I see a video. Okay, now keep going down. And as you can see, that guy's already watching like the next cat video on Instagram, right? He's gone. And now finally we get to the price. I think there's way too many steps and pretty confusing. Remember, you gotta optimize for mobile. All right, people on mobile, they wanna know what they're gonna get. They wanna see how they can get there. All right, so I'm gonna have to say thumbs down. Unfortunately, thumbs down, too many steps, unclear message once we got past the learn more button. In terms of before, in terms of the ad, I thought it was great, all right? But in terms of where I landed on, just too many distractions. All right, let's get to the next one. Drum roll, please. Next ad, what we got here? All right, so let's see Cole's ad. #1 mastermind for high-ticket entrepreneurs, extremely clear. Calling out his target market right away. I like what I see. Let's see the copy here. Scroll up a little bit. Looking for a mastermind to help scale your high-ticket business to 7 or 8 figures. I love it. Let's take a listen real quick to what he's saying here.
Okay, if you know me, publicly, we're really known as a big sales trainer, recruiter in the space, working with brands like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi, Jay Abraham, Brooke Castillo, among hundreds of others that you probably know, and really thousands of other clients at this point. Privately in the background, however, we've had really the top mastermind for coaches, consultants, and agencies looking to get to the high level, next level of scale, right? I found there's 2 problems in the marketplace with masterminds. Number 1, they're either all newbies, so you become the big fish really, really quickly, and there's nobody to learn from, or you're even coaching other people in the mastermind. Or 2, maybe you get in a mastermind with 8-figure or 9-figure folks, but they're not in high ticket, right? They're in real estate, they're in hedge.
Cool, so Instagram, by the way, just so you know, as you can see there, it makes you click the button to keep watching. So you wanna make sure within that first minute you get the good information out that can get the click. because if they click keep watching, it'll take you to another screen. I don't need to click it here, where you can continue watching the whole video. But remember, when you're optimizing your video, make sure that you get the message that you want before Instagram stops the video. So let's go ahead and click learn more, and let's see where it takes us. But I like everything that I saw. Very clear message, calling out my target market, clear in terms of authority of who they've worked with. I love it. All right, so closers.io, let's see, a lot of copy. So when you're looking at this, obviously you're like, man, a lot to read here. The good news was the ad itself was clear, so I'm not getting here and I'm not surprised by anything, but you know me. I think that I would look at this and I would try to say, how can I get the same emphasis with the least amount of words? But again, desktop is cool, but it's all about mobile. So let's check out the mobile view. All right, so remember, everything's always above the fold. We want to get the button. Looks like the button is there. Finally, take your business to 7 or 8 figures. Again, I think a lot of copy here, but was very clear on the front end from the ad. Okay, so this is only for entrepreneurs selling online service programs above 2,500. I think that some of this could be included in that one headline, like 7 or 8 figure business owners selling a $2,500 product, let's get it all in there. #1 mastermind for high ticket entrepreneurs, button, details, right? So we could shorten this up and bring it up a little bit. I think it'd be great. I also like a lot of bullet points. Again, if my eyes have to force me to like read, right? I say this all the time, and every time I say it, it's kind of weird. What do you mean force me to read? If you can't just look at it and read it, okay, to me it's too much copy. For mobile, remember, my mind always goes to mobile, optimized for mobile. So less copy is always better, but I'm assuming when you click on the button, it's gonna pop up the form. Go ahead and click on it, okay? Again, a lot of copy there. I think less copy, a clear call to action of what to do and what's gonna happen next. So, I would say this ad, just based on the ad itself before the click, I'd give it a thumbs up, but I think there's a lot of copy here. The good news is for this market, because you're targeting high ticket entrepreneurs, and from what I've seen from Cole, I see the ads often, really, really good reputation. It's gonna probably convert because it's so good of a target, but I still would do less copy and have a clear call to action of what's gonna happen next. Again, I'm forced to read here. All right, so I'd have to give the copy, unfortunately, thumbs down. I think it's a little bit too much copy, but definitely a better ad. All right, let's move on to the next one. Drum roll, please. Next ad, what we got? My man, Caleb. This ad is interesting because on Instagram, a lot of people go with the square ads. This is more of the horizontal ad. No border, right to the video, so it's commanding attention. My advice would be for the beginning of this video, right? Because it looks like he's using a slide deck. You'd want to use the copy in here to get me to want to know what's happening, right? Because right now, unless I read all of what's going on here, I don't really know what he's talking about, and I could just pass it as a video and not necessarily an ad. So, for example, I see it says here really small, it says these 5 AI tools gave us an unfair advantage. 5 attention entrepreneurs, these 5 AI tools will give you a huge advantage, right? As the first thing that they see, and then once they hit play, then it can get into the rest. You could use the keynote that's behind the ad as the reason to keep watching. Now, unfortunately, you see there's no sound, right? So Instagram's gonna click keep watching, but if you click keep watching, I believe it starts it again from the beginning, maybe, let's see, click on that.
Here, when it comes to AI, we saw early on the trend of AI, the opportunity of AI, and as AI starts to advance, what it could potentially do for our business. And as a result of that, in the last 9 months, we scaled one of our companies to $4 million a month cash collected by integrating 5 AI tools into our business. And what I did is I filmed a fast video. It's a quick, case study breaking down what those 5 AI tools are and how you can integrate them in your business. If you just click the link below, I'll give it to you 100% for free. And then the upside for us by giving you guys this case study is you're now aware of what those 5 AI tools are, and some of those are ones that we've built internally that we spent a lot of money to build that originally we were going to kind of just keep to ourselves, but then now we're opening up to the market because our goal at Air is basically to be the reason that a lot of business owners out there, instead of getting left behind, they end up starting to thrive as a result
you can pause
of artificial intelligence.
So really cool, definitely something that's hot. People are into AI. If it were me, I'm like, okay, I always ask myself, why would someone want to click this? You have to give them a reason to click, right? Now, obviously, they want to know the 5 AI tools, but I think something creative, and I might just call you, Caleb, and call me. You got my number. We talk all the time. So I would scroll through this and blur out, which I'd have 5 AI tools and I would make it like, here's the presentation that they can't see, and that you're gonna be sharing that, because this is obviously a pre-recorded video and you're about to get into what they're gonna see when they click, I'm assuming, or after they opt in. So I would hide some of that, give them a good message of what you're gonna teach them, and then be going through the slides. And you could even say, this one's gonna teach you something else. This one's gonna show you how to do something else, right? So you're kind of hinting on the tools to get the click. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the Learn More button and see what's going on the website. And obviously, as always, check the mobile optimization. All right, so let's see what my man Caleb has got going on here. For coaches and consultants, it's great. A lot of copy here as well. Man, I mean, this definitely the rule of thumb. You want this at like 2 lines. You want to try to get the subhead to 1, but it's all about mobile. There's definitely authority there, more bullet points. Again, a lot of stuff to read. We need to eliminate a lot of copy on this. But let's check out the mobile version and see how it looks for mobile, because that's where most of the conversions are going to come from. So as you can see, the trend is a lot of copy, right? For coaches and consultants, you definitely want to make that 1 line. And again, most sites just aren't optimized for mobile. It's just because we're just used to optimizing for desktop. These 5 AI tools, so I think you could shorten it. I would figure out how you could say all of that in 2 lines and all of this in 1 line, right? That would be the first thing. And then you definitely want to get the button to have 1 line, right? So, that bringing it down. And depending on the phone, there's a possibility, even though, here you can see it, but there's a possibility that gets cut off because there's so much copy pushing it down. All right? Again, forcing the client to have to read, okay, that's difficult for conversions for mobile. Your mobile conversions will increase just by less copy, bringing everything above the fold. Get the 5 AI tools. You want to give them a good call to action on the button. The button real estate is something that's often left out. People often forget about the real estate and how to use the button text as a CTA to drive results as well. All right? So, again, I think that the ad itself, just because AI is hot, I'd give it a thumbs up because you have the video and then you got the background keynote. It stands out. A lot of people are running that type of ad. But I would give the landing page copy thumbs down. Too much copy, man. Put less copy on it. I think you get better results. And again, even on the button, try to get that to 1 line. So we got a chance to check out 3 ads. We saw from some really, really good marketers, but we also noticed that a lot of times people forget to optimize for mobile. All of the traffic almost from the internet is coming from mobile, so we need to make sure that we're looking at that. Also, if you notice that most of the individuals are driving traffic to brick wall pages, right? So my company, EBOOV, will help you optimize and get more leads and faster sales by putting your business in position to really just smack the brick wall page out of the way and get right to the video, but still generate, anywhere from 40 to 60% conversions and get more people to see what it is that you're having to sell. So if you're selling with a webinar or VSL, definitely check out EBOOV. It'll definitely increase your conversions. With that being said, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.